but he ain't sick enough. Anybody call a hit it, we gon' hit him
All
up.
you niggas shooting dice with your life, but you got a price to pay. Going against the grain, you probably gon' pay that price today. Posted with the 4-5 toaster right by the microwave. Fully loaded, fresh off the safety, cause ain't nobody safe. That's why you see the handle bulging by the pancreas. I'd rather get caught with it than without it, I'm staying dangerous. These player hating niggas don't sleep, cause they off that angel dust. You think they playing fair in this game, don't even lace them up. These niggas blow off your blind side with a mini 9. It costs about 350, get you in the pond. Talking out the side of your neck, or get you in the bond. Really just the price of the game, homies will do the time.
Homies will do the time.
Cause I don't give a fuck. Talking big shit, but he ain't big enough. Nigga acting like he's sick, but he ain't sick enough. Anybody call a hit it, we gon' hit him up. Cause I don't give a fuck. Talking big shit, but he ain't big enough. Nigga acting like he's sick, but he ain't sick enough. Anybody call a hit it, we gon' hit him up.
Hey. This IPA's for you, Raider Nation.
Let that shit go.
This IPA's for you, y'all. What it do, man? What's cracking with y'all, man? It's been a minute, man. Raider Nation, Raider Nation, Raider motherfucking Nation. Y'all know what's cracking, man. It's Raider Gang TV where you gotta be a G. So everybody ain't welcome here. Y'all know what it is, man. We got a lot cracking off, man. I want to first off want to thank y'all for checking it out. Hit the like button, subscribe button, all that good stuff, man. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram and all that, man. But oh yeah, and of course, Drippy Whips, man. Make sure y'all get y'all a car. If y'all need to tap in, man, Drippy Whips, man. DRIP Drippy. You know how to spell Drippy, motherfucker. Whips. Tap in. I'm the CEO. I'm gonna let you know what's up, man. But we're gonna get right into it, Raider Nation. Straight into it. The Raiders got a new coach, man. And I think we got some optimism for the first time in a while, Raider Nation. There's some optimism going around, man. And it's because we got a coach that has a reputation, a coach that won a Super Bowl, a coach that is a veteran, a coach that has his own fucking mind, a coach that has his own direction, his own system. Mark Davis can't push him around. Not even Tom Brady can push him around. And it's Pete Carroll, right? But not only does Pete Carroll solve a lot of problems and have that name, I mean, Pete Carroll, USC, great coach. Changed the culture up there. Everybody wanted to go to USC. Trust me, I'm from Southern Cali. We all want to go to USC, right? Then he leaves USC after just leaving a legacy of domination, goes to Seattle, does a bunch of other shit where he's drafting Russell Wilson, who no one thought should even be a starter in the NFL. He takes a chance on him, doesn't give a fuck about him just paying Matt Flynn. Went with his gut, and this is what you got after. So Pete Carroll's taking this job after taking the year off. So of course, when I first heard that Pete Carroll was interested in the job, I was like, all right, cool, cool. You know, my only concern was like, damn, he up there. I don't know how many motherfucking years left he got on this planet. But when you talk about what Pete Carroll brings to the table, it's nothing to debate, nothing to even argue about. I know he's going to bring his leadership in his direction, and him having these meetings with Mark Davis, having these meetings with Tom Brady, they know that he's going to come into the situation with his own ideas and what he wants to do, and they're going to respect that because he's respectable. He has that name. So when you match him up with Tom Brady, who us Raider fans hated our fucking whole Raider existence, we fucking give him props now because we got to face the facts. Brady to go, right? But we also know he competitive and he wants to always be the best. He wants to always be the best. So him taking this Raiders position, of course it was an easy money grab, right? Like that's a no-brainer. It's Las Vegas, it's the Raiders. I don't give a fuck if we winning or whatever. People are gonna come. But not only that, though, he takes these things serious that where he wants to be a fucking champion at everything. He wants to be the best commentator. He wants to be the best owner. So now he wants to be the best, like I said, best owner. He want to get his name out there. He wants to be the greatest Patriot and the greatest Raider exec. That's what Brady wants to do. So when you match him up with Pete Carroll, two people who have that kind of mentality, you already know what's up. You already know they don't want to lose. They don't want to look like losers. They don't want to look like assholes. They want to be the ones who are going to glorify and take the Raiders back to where they, where they need to be. It seems like forever and ever, but we was just in the playoffs a few years ago, y'all. But they want to take us to where we used to be back in the day, where we're winning consistently, right? So what they want to do is be Raider legendary, because you can be a legend. They're both legends where they're from. Brady, legend in New England. Pete Carroll, he a legend in LA and a legend in Seattle, right? And now he has a chance to be a legend in Las Vegas. They both can set that fucking that 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 precedent, that standard, you know what I mean, and take that together. That's what the Raiders got working for us. We got two guys who if they're gonna say, okay, you're gonna hold me accountable, they're gonna do this shit 100% their way, 100%. They ain't gonna bullshit around with it at all. And speaking of that, that's how you know they already called up Max Crosby. I watched the video earlier. Max said, they had conversations. They called him up. They say, look, we want you. We want guys like you. We want you to infect guys. We want you to. So, we ain't got to worry about Max getting traded and none of that shit, because Brady and them, they came out and expressed how important he is to the team. Unlike some of these other guys, they got fucking egos is too big to come and talk to the players and get the shit straight. So they didn't leave it on the quiet. They went and talked to Max, and they all on the same page. So you can expect Max Crosby to get a huge extension. I'm expecting a 3-year extension with a 4-year player option. That's what I'm thinking. Something somewhere along them lines. But he's gonna get paid big money, and that's what Pete and Brady and what's his name, Spytek. This is their legacy, their new legacy. This is Brady's starting. Yeah, this is all their new legacies, because Vegas is a whole new place. Even though it's the Raiders, it's a whole new situation. So we got the right guys in place for that. And like I said, Max is about to sign a big ass contract, and it's a good thing for Raider Nation, because we need that to fucking happen for us. And all that comes together, right? And that's why they bring back Patrick Graham. You bring back Patrick Graham, his defense has been up and down. Some of y'all love him, some of you hate him, some of you can't fucking stand him. But when you look at what he was points per game wise over the last 3 years, over the last 3 seasons, it's I think we gave up like 24 in 20 in what year 22? Yeah, in 2022 we gave up like 24 points a game. And then after that it was like 19, and then last season it was like 18 points a game, and we had no offense. So imagine if we actually had an offense, right? We actually had an offense that wasn't leaving the defense on the field last season. You never know, man. And we had a million injuries. So I think the Raiders is a lot closer than what people think. And quarterback play and all of that shit is way bigger than what a lot of Raider Nation thinks. They think you can just plug and play any fucking guy and they're gonna ball because their jerseys say Raiders. It don't work like that. It don't work like that, man. So bringing back Patrick Graham, I think uh I think Crosby definitely has something to do with that. Like somebody told me, I mean, he has to. They're gonna talk to Max. They don't want to let everybody know like he don't run the team like LeBron James used to or nothing like that. But his input matters, right? So bringing back Patrick Graham, it makes a lot of sense. Now Crosby don't have to learn a new defense. He can help teach the defense, right? Same defense, I can help teach it. If it's a new defense, they all learning together. It's right back to square one. It's the same old bullshit. They kind of getting tired of that type of shit. So they're trying to bring some consistency back and see if everybody can stay healthy and add some more weapons on this team, man, and see where it go from there, man. But we take me a quick little IPA break, y'all. Quick little IPA break, man. Y'all check this out real quick.
Talking big shit, but he ain't big enough. Nigga acting like he's sick, but he ain't sick enough. Anybody go
Same band right here. Y'all know about this. It's Lagunitas IPA. Pretty fire. Check these comments out. Mama gets the west, where's the water bottle speedboat? Talk call, I put a string to let my shoulders go. Now I ain't talking Compton, bitch, I'm talking straight out of Fruit, though. 200 got me running through them Cougars. Sitting on them like I took the Browns. Possible. Possible. We'll get DK Metcalf. It all depends on the QB. All depends on the QB then. You know what I mean? We get the right QB. DK Metcalf is definitely a huge part of what we trying to do. Brody, what that shit do, man? That shit do, man. It's been a minute, man. You need to come bring your ass to California, man. Come back home, man. It's my bro. What's cracking with it, Ryan? You already know, man. We bringing up everything. We talking about everything, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Yes, sir. You already know that go a long way. Exactly. The old school mad way. That's what we need. Yeah, exactly. Defense got better and better. Oh yeah, they saying he's not going back. If they say he's not going back to Pittsburgh, that's because I know we definitely thinking about it. I don't give a fuck what they say. We thinking about it. But shit, I just wanted to take a little quick little breakage, man. Just wanted to get this little IPA in me, y'all. Take a little sip. We get back to this now. Another question I've been wondering. I'm not really wondering, but a lot of people wondering. They saying, will the Raiders clean house with the quarterback room? My answer is fuck yeah, they got to. When you talk about real coaches, like what the Raiders is not trying to do, let's call them the new Raiders. What they not trying to do is have a fucking debacle like last season. Try to roll into the season with two proven backups. That's what you can't do. And when you got Pete Carroll with a resume, there's no way he doesn't even allow shit like that to happen. It's not even close. So when you got Pete Carroll and Tom Brady's now his name is officially on shit now, you can forget about it. So to me, I think they obviously they was gonna get rid of Gardner Minshew. He had the big contract. We just got to eat that guaranteed money. The only real question is, do we get rid of Aiden O'Connell? Do we trade him? Some that's quarterback league. Somebody likes enough about Aiden O'Connell, they'll give us 7th round pick or a 6th round pick, or we just might have to release him and just eat the little $1 million hit because I think he's about to make $1 million this year, some shit like that. We'll just take the hit. But when you talk about, like I said, we talk about Pete Carroll, who came in with Matt Flynn. He paid Matt Flynn a gang of bread. They paid him a lot of money because he was supposed to be the man. And then in preseason and in camp and all that shit, Russell Wilson he proved him to be that guy. So to me, Pete Carroll knows what it takes to win. He's not gonna play. He's not gonna play around. Even from the quarterbacks he fucking recruited at USC, he's not gonna play around with these quarterbacks we have on his team. I believe this whole quarterback room is completely reset. I think everyone's gone. I think Gardner Minshew's fucking out of there. I think Aiden O'Connell was up out of there, and we bring in proven backups. That's what I think. This is what I'm thinking. Because not like they cost a lot of fucking money. Shit, they're fucking backups for a fucking reason. So I believe we get a new backup, and we obviously gonna trade for a new starter. Excuse me, and we still fucking get a fucking quarterback in the draft. Depends on what happens. Depends on what happens. Now, a lot of y'all is real high on Jackson Dart. I got a lot. I get more and more people hitting me, telling me Jackson Dart, Jackson Dart, Jackson Dart, and then I watch his tape, and I'm like, I like a few things. I like the athletic part about Jackson Dart's game. I like that he can get around and he can still make some on time throws, but it's just a few things just don't really sit right with me. I'm not seeing a lot of like tight window throws, a lot of contested catches, except for some jump balls. He's throwing jump balls and shit. I give him that, but I'm talking about like tight window throws on the sidelines and shit like that. Because you already know college don't look nothing like the NFL when it comes to people running away from the defense. These fucking defensive linemen run 4.6, 4.7, 4.5. So these QBs, if you don't run a 4.2 like fucking Lamar Jackson, you're getting chased down from behind. So I like things about Jackson Dart. I just need to see more. I need to see more before I really give a true, honest assessment about Jackson Dart. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say he's good, bad, trash, great, nothing. I think from what I've seen, I think he definitely got upside because he's only 21 years old. He definitely got upside, but I'm not sure about drafting him in the 2nd round if we miss on Shador Sanders or we miss on Cam Ward or anything like that. You know what I mean? That's just what I'm thinking. I don't know, but Another thing I want to talk about, another player was Malcolm Kuntz, man. Malcolm Kuntz. A lot of people know. I mean, we already know Raider Nation. Malcolm Kuntz this season was about to be his breakout season. This was going to be his breakout season. It was his fucking contract year. He had what, 8 sacks the year before. He was on his way. He was on his way to having the dominating season this year. And then unfortunately bit by the he got bit by the injury bug. Now, when you look around, I like to look at articles and look at beat writers from around the league. And a lot of different people are talking about where Malcolm Kuntz fits in. He's supposed to be a guy no one's really even tripping. He's supposed to be under the radar. He's been hurt a whole season. Yeah, right. That ain't how the NFL works, man. They watching because everybody want the next great guy. And so when he comes back from injury this offseason, I guarantee you he's not going to sign a contract fast. If the Raiders offer him a contract, he's not going to immediately sign it. What he's going to do is go work out for other teams. They're going to be like, "Hey, I'm interested in this Malcolm Kuntz guy. Let him come in for a workout. And once he comes in there and he's able to work out and show that he can pass a physical, the Raiders are going to be in a bidding war. And it's not going to be a bidding war where you're going to give him fucking 100 million, but it's going to be still in a bidding war where there's a real chance he leaves. He goes to a team like Chicago. He fits over there. He goes to a team like Buffalo. He fits over there. Shit, he goes to a team like Philadelphia. He can fit over there. Like it's a lot of places he can go. Shit, he even fit with San Francisco. There's a lot of places he can go. So it's going to be a market for him, even though he's coming off a real tough injury. You know what I'm saying? But the NFL noticed he was on the rise, and you know what I mean. And they've been taking notice. They've been paying attention, and they already fucking know. You know, it's not like we was going to extend him while he's hurt. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to get in some kind of bidding war when it comes to Malcolm Kuntz, man. We're gonna see what happens, man. And then people been asking me a lot too. I like to try to address things that people hit me up about on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure y'all follow, man. Sportsman. Uh, they asking me about the offensive line. I keep talking about, hey, we can. I said we can get. Who was the running backs? I said we can get Cam Akers and we can get Nick Chubb. They both played for just over $1 million last season on a 1 year contract. We can get both of them motherfuckers on a 1 year or a 2 year contract. I'm gonna say a 1 year. That's what you're gonna do because I want to bring them both in. You get them both on a 1 year contract. We got the second most money in the NFL this season. Bring them both on the 1 year contract, and and then now you have a top 10 running deep offense. You got to remember this. We have the tight ends, right? We got the weapons. If he wanted to fucking run some kind of 12 personnel, you're gonna have to pay attention to it. Then we can run with Chubb behind that. That shit can work. But people is telling me like, bro, you gotta fucking have an offensive line. I'm like, yeah, no shit, bro. Look, we already got Jackson Powers Johnson, right? The center. He's a true center. We got Colton Miller, even though he's on his fucking last leg. We got DJ Glaze, rookie who is playing better than anyone thought he was gonna play day one, right? He's at least a starter in the NFL right now. So we got three guys who are guaranteed starters right now, and they're center and both tackles. So we need a left guard and a right guard, real ones. So I seen I forgot his fucking name. I was smoking. Uh, the guard and tackle Tevin. I think his name is Tevin. Tevin. I ain't gonna say his last name because I forgot it. But Tevin, he a guard and the tackle. Young man, he ain't like 26 years old. He a free agent. Tevin Jenkins. He a free agent. I wanted to bring him over there, play guard, right? And then also Makai Becton from he went to Philly on a 1 year deal. He only getting paid like a million and something this year on that 1 year deal. So if we can get both of them in there, you got your guard, your both your guards is fulfilled with two real dogs who don't cost 60 million. You get both of those cats up in there, and our offensive line is solidified. Now you can hand it to Chubb. Now you can hand it to man. You can get it cracking like that. I see this offensive line can get fixed in one off season. I don't think it'd be hard to do at all, just because these guys don't cost a lot of money. These guys don't cost $100 million, so it can be done. It can easily be done, man. And another person too that I want to bring back that's a free agent because there's a lot of free agents the Raiders need to let fucking walk. There's some guys, man, we don't even need to fucking have a conversation with, man. Period. But We ain't gonna talk about them. We're gonna talk about a guy that I need to bring back. The Raiders need to bring back, and that's Adam Butler, man. Adam Butler steps into the defensive tackle position. Christian Wilkins is out for the season. After what, game two, game three, he's out for the season. Adam Butler steps right in, right? He was already doing his thing, showing he was already flashing. He steps right in, he gets 5 sacks, he gets a forced fumble, he gets what they call 9.5 stuffs. So he's playing the run and he's getting the sacks, right? Which is not easy from a defensive tackle position. Not a lot of defensive tackles get a lot of sacks, but he plays the run real well, just like Max. Max, he can go for the sack, but he can also get them TFLs on the running game. That's the same thing that Adam Butler is doing. And him playing with Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, and if we can bring us another elite edge over there, this defensive line can really take off, man. That's the continuity that Max was talking about. He says there's been a few times he was like, man, my defensive line, we got some dogs. We got some dogs. And then he comes back and they all gone. So I mean, we can't do that. We can't do that. I mean, I even like to have John Jenkins back. I know he's 35, but he comes in and he plays his role. He comes in and he does his job, man. But bringing back Adam Butler would be a priority for me of one of the few players I want to bring back on this team in free agency, including, of course, Robert Spillane, who I've been pounding the table for the desk for since before the season even started. I've been pounding the table for Robert Spillane to get a contract extension. And he's probably to me, he's our number one free agent, and he's gonna be they're starting to bring value on Trayvon Merrick, but to me, our number one free agent is it's obviously Robert Spillane, and you're gonna have teams like the Chicago Bears, you're gonna have teams like the Dallas Cowboys, you're gonna have a lot of real good teams who know what a good middle linebacker look like, and they're gonna grab him. They're gonna grab him because we waited. We should have extended him before the season started because he did exactly what he did last year. So that's that. I guess we can blame punk ass Telesco for dropping the ball like he dropped on Meek Robertson and fucking Josh Jacobs and a whole lot of fucking other people. But either way it go, man, we ain't even gonna go there and get pissed off. But Adam Butler, man, bring him back. 5 sacks, forced fumble, stepped in for fucking Christian Wilkins. He balled. He did his thing, man. I can fuck with that, man. I'm happy on where the Raiders is headed, and look like we finally got some direction, Raider Nation, after fucking years of just Mark Davis meeting people. They say, "Hey, Mark Davis, I can win." And he looks up and say, "Hey, he's won before. Go do your thing." Like the whole Josh McDaniels and fucking Dave Ziegler debacle was way bigger than what people think, man. Just imagine, man. We passed on fucking Jalen Carter, bro. We should have Carter right now, bro. This motherfucker's all pro defensive tackle. We passed on him for a player who can't even get off the fucking ball. I'm not even trying to shit on my man like that, but fuck, man, we got to tell the truth around this motherfucker. We could have had Jalen Carter, but we can thank Dave Ziegler and Josh McPuss for that. You know what I mean? Just we gotta finally do the right things. We gotta finally do the right things, Raider Nation, and it feels like we on the way. Seems like we're gonna finally, with Spy Tech, he knows about the game. He's not just some big flashy name. He's actually doing some things, and he knows what winning looks like. He know what free agency's supposed to look like. I don't know what the fuck Tom Telesco did last season. He just fucking free agency came. It was so many good players, man. We could have got that didn't cost big money, like Patrick Queen could have got him. He went to Baltimore for nothing. It was a whole bunch of guys we could have got that he just fucking just let go to the wayside, man. So it is what it is, man. But now we on the better things now, Raider Nation. It's all gravy, man. But shit, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. It's Raider Gang fucking TV. Let's check out these fucking comments real quick. Cause I'll be too loaded to do two things at one time. So let me see what y'all's talking about on this motherfucker, man. Let me see here. Okay, this is what I seen right here. This is where I left off at. Keep Aiden as but I don't you know what, bruh? I don't even want to see Aiden O'Connell no more, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to see his face anymore. Like nothing against Aiden O'Connell, but I just don't want anything that has to do with that fucking quarterback room, I don't want to see ever again in life. I don't want to see these motherfuckers. I mean, they can go do their thing. I'll watch them in preseason because that's where you're gonna play at. I'll watch them in preseason on other teams and shit, but I don't want to fucking see him again in a Raider uniform. I don't want to see Aiden O'Connell, bro. I don't want to see that shit. It's a waste. I want him out of there, and I want a real serviceable backup who can actually win if a starter goes down. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck no, bro. You know who they comparing Will Howard to? Comparing him to fucking Mason Rudolph, man. Bruh. You can't one thing about college football, my guy Ryan, you can't get confused with just because guys or quarterbacks winning on teams that they're gonna be good in the league. They actually have to be good, right? Like when you play with a team full of weapons everywhere, it's a lot less pressure to be good because everything around you is great. That's why I look at guys who don't have a lot of good things around them, and those are the ones who translate to the league a lot easier. But yeah, Will Howard, they compare him to Mason Rudolph. I'm good on that shit, bro. Nah. This ain't that kind of party, man. He ain't gonna have that kind of power. This is on Tom Brady's watch. They're gonna get a real QB. They're gonna get Russell Wilson. They're gonna get Justin Fields. They're gonna draft a quarterback. They're gonna get or trade for a QB. Trust me. They about to do some shit like the Lakers just did. Maybe nowhere near as big as what the Lakers did, but they're gonna make moves. This team is gonna move like a real team. It's gonna move like a real team for the first time in a long time. Yeah, I feel you. There you go. Yep, Tevin Jenkins. You knew what it was, Ryan. But yeah, man, I just wanted to tap in with y'all, man. Like I said, hit that like button, share button, comment button, tap in on fucking Instagram. Holla at your boy, man. Drop some comments, whatever, man. You already know what it is, man. It's a new day. It's 2025. We got the Raider Nation. We moving on from a fucking terrible goddamn season with terrible fucking quarterbacks. We on to some championship shit is what we hoping for, man. So until the next time, man. Y'all roll one up. Y'all sip one for the nation. The Raider motherfucking nation, man. Till next time, man. I'm out this bitch, y'all. Enjoy y'all fucking day. Sip this shit with me real quick. Sip this shit with me while we fucking exit out this bitch.
Talking big shit, but he ain't big enough. Nigga acting like he's sick, but he ain't sick enough. Anybody call a hit, we gon' hit him up.
Hey, they need to pay me for this right here, y'all. This is some fire.
Nigga acting like he's sick, but he ain't sick enough. Anybody call a hit, we gon' hit him up.
I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back on the scene, ho. Keep me pussy in your pants and method MC, no. Come Mr. Hammer time, I got hammer and Pico. Mama gets so wet, she wet at the water bottle speedboat. Jump call, I put a string to let my shoulders go. Now I ain't talking Compton, bitch, I'm talking straight out of Roberto. 100 got me running through them Cougars. Shitting on them like I took the Browns to the Super Bowl. Selling California for niggas, want you, we at your door. Roll on the flock, 2 minutes top, that's the grab and go. Shoot to the gun, get the click and watch the barrel smoke. Put that bitch in that's a position, look at the girl go. She know I'ma beat that pussy like beating egg, yo. She know to do when it's time to do when I said so. When Missy stuck up and yes, she never said no. My final question, they asking me, but let's go, yeah.
Cause I don't give a fuck. Talking big shit, but he ain't big enough. Nigga acting like he's sick, but he ain't sick enough. Anybody call a hit, we gon' hit him up. Cause I don't give a fuck. Talking big shit, but he ain't big enough. Nigga acting like he's sick, but he ain't sick enough. Anybody call a hit,